Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Hope everybody's doing good. Thank you once again for joining me on another topic for today. I welcome each and every one of you. So let's talk about how to get things in life, more especially how to receive great things in life. Let's talk about on how you can be getting the things you need in life. Do you know that gone are the days manna fell from heaven, like in the days of the Bible, during the Israelite time when manna fell from heaven for them? Gone are the days when things like that happen for people. In today's world, for anything to happen for you, you need to work for it. And there is no two ways about it. Even the most easiest of them, or maybe one of the ways you think is the most easiest, you still need to work for it, because if you don't work for the things you need in life, they will not come by. Although in life we pray for God's favor, so that as you are putting in the work, you might not even put in all that work. All you need is just a little push and God will bless you. But the truth is, we must get up from our comfort zone. And for a lot of things to happen, like for you to aim that ladder, for you to climb that topest ladder you are looking at climbing, there are certain risks you must take in life. Now, here's the thing. I am not here to talk about the risk of joining any occultic group of people, in that way to make your money. No, that's not what I'm talking about. For those that are doing that side, it's their choice. But for those of us who still want to have their hands clean and still make that money, oh yes, there are risks you need to take. The risk I'm talking about is you don't expect manna to fall from heaven for you these days. You have to get up from that your comfort zone. I call it discomfort yourself to make yourself comfortable to get the things you want. That is the risk I'm talking about. Do you have something coming for you? Have anybody promised you something? For example, somebody promised you a job, but you've not seen that job from the person, but the person, have assured you that he or she will give you that job. You need to get up. You need to start making the moves. The moves we are talking about here is, for the fact that someone has promised you a job and has promised to do it for you, you don't wait and relax and watch that person, expecting that person to be the one calling you on the phone, sending you text messages, even begging you to come and take that job. It's not going to happen. So the risk I'm saying here, for the fact that they have opened their mouth, now we'll walk with the word of their mouth. Because when you are praying to God, if someone opens their mouth to promise you something, you hold them responsible by using the words of their mouth to hold them responsible for that which they promise you. Then what you're supposed to do is, first of all, put it into prayer. There is nothing we do in life without God. There is nothing you want to achieve except you are not a follower of Christ. But if you're a follower of Christ, get Christ before anything you want to do in life. Because even all those ones, you feel that they are occultic people that are not followers of Christ. But the truth is, before they do anything, they call their God. That is just the truth. In fact, they know how to practice these things more than we, the Christians. And that is why whatever they put their hand goes for them. So for the fact that you are a Christian, call God before you embark on anything. Now you're putting God first, and the work you are going to put into this thing after putting God first is you start making the moves. You call the person on the phone, you follow the person up through text messages, and of course, remember prayer. As you are doing all these things, you are praying. Make sure you follow the person up through phone calls, through text messages. Keep on reminding that person, whoever that person is, that you are still holding on. You are still there. You want to work for that, that you really need that job that they promised you, that you are still waiting for them to take action. The truth is, if you leave these people to take action by themselves, they will never take action by themselves. You are the one that will push them to take action by your constant keeping in touch with them. That will make them to actually remember and take action. Not when somebody promised you something, you just go home and relax, waiting for them to fulfill their promise. For the fact that we are mere mortal beings, we are not God. It It is only God that will promise you something as you do it for you in no distant time. When a mere mortal promise you something, to be honest with you, if you don't follow them up, they've already forgotten it. You need to follow them up. And I will advise you, as you are following them up through all these means I mentioned, don't forget to always call their name in your prayer. It works. It works miraculously. I advise people, midnight prayer works wonders. If you can do this during your midnight prayer, 12 a.m. or 3 a.m. Wake up at this hour. Start your prayer. Begin to mention those people's names or that person's name. And also, don't forget to remind God of all his promises to you in the Bible. As you are mentioning that person's name, you are using the word of that person to hold that person responsible for the promise they made to you. And of course, call upon your guardian angel to carry your prayers to God. You will see God in action. That person will make sure that they eventually grant you that job without wasting time. But like I said, as you are praying, keep in touch. Not only praying without doing anything. There are a lot of us that are good at this. They will tell you, I've been praying to God to bless me with a job. Did you go for any job? No. Did you talk to anybody about any job? No. Then what are you praying for? Because God will be watching you to make a move so that God will come in. So if you are praying for that person to actually fulfill the promise he or she made to you, remember to walk the walk. If it requires you to go and see that person, of which it must require you, you don't wait for them to invite you. They will never invite you. They've promised you, yes, but they will never invite you. Not that they don't want to invite you, but it could be that they have a lot of things they are thinking about, not just you. So what you need to do as you are making your prayer declarations, get up from that your comfort zone. Go and see them in their office. Go and see them wherever they are. Keep up with phone calls. Keep up with text messages. One day they will call you. In fact, they will feel that you're always in their face. And for the fact that they promised it, and by the special grace of God, through the prayers you've been making every night or every day or whichever time you choose to be making your prayers, they will surely grant you that job, because God would never allow you to go home empty-handed. I hope we've learned something from this. I call these the risk takers. People that takes risks. They don't waste time. They don't relax until manna falls from heaven for them, because manna will never ever fall again from heaven for anyone. So God bless you. I hope you will put this into practice and make sure you use this teaching of today to help yourself and alleviate from any condition you know you're already in that is not favoring you. Okay, then also, as you are making your prayer, for those of you who doesn't have anybody that promised them for a job, keep on asking God for favor. Favor will definitely come your way. And of course, do not forget to constantly do your cleansing at least once in a month, spiritual cleansing, to clear any roadblocks, any negative obstacles, anything that will hinder that favor to come to you. Don't forget that. Okay, if you want us to talk about the cleansing, go to my page here. You will see where I have already talked about so many ways of doing spiritual cleansing. Take anyone you like there. All right, that is all I have for us today. I'm going to bring us another interesting topic, but until then, I have to say goodbye and congratulations in advance.